Fat Joe coming for FBA was really stupid. You know why? Because people who say things like this, even as they say it, know it's total nonsense. Fat Joe is and always has been a subpar rapper. None of his bars are legendary, but his songs are. You know why? Because they get bumped in black spaces. FBA is black people from here. They claim the lineage of the ancestors who worked and built this country. Fat Joe is not Puerto Rican. He was born in the Bronx. But he claims the lineage of people from where? Ding, 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 Puerto Rico. Does that make him a radical Spanish racist? No, because he is not radical at all. But the truth is, people like Fat Joe and Busta Rhymes like to paint a picture that is not true. Not just about the origins of hip-hop, but the origins of culture, period. I grew up and live in a city with deep island roots, especially Jamaicans. All I ever heard was back in Jamaica this, or it's better in Jamaica that, and blah, 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 blah. My family roots are from the South. We do not have roots on any island. There is and has always been strong cultural differences, and guess what? Strong cultural similarities. But there must be acknowledgement of all cultures, not just one-sided. The reason FBAs are now claiming what we created and what we built, and most importantly, each other, is because there has been an effort put forth by people like Fat Joe and them other people, you know who I'm talking about, to deny our culture. Only to have culture vultures like Busta Rhymes, somebody whose breakout acting role was portraying a conscious student at a HBCU, to tell us we have no culture at all. But think about it. If you go to the restaurant that sells food that's part of Jamaican culture, it's called a Jamaican restaurant. The food is called Jamaican food. But why is FBA food called soul food? They did not want to put our titles, our ownership on anything. That's partly our fault, because we have been far too generous to other groups with not only welcoming them into our culture, but sharing both the spoils and credit of war. But they managed to sneak out and leave us hanging when the liabilities come. Black people from this country are tired of it. We are long tired of it and remain tired of it. So no, Latin people, y'all can't call me in. No. No more unless you want some S spit back at you. We are not the same on many issues. We are not allies either. There is no hip-hop awards on Telemundo. Is there? No. How many black actors are featured on Telemundo versus BET? Centrics. All the Latino actors and celebrity rose to fame over the backs of black people. Not even other Latinos. J-Lo was a fly girl on the Wayans Brothers show in Living Color. Fat Joe owes all of his success to black people, saying, you know what? He can ride out with us. We will buy his music. When his own community was calling rap Jungle Bunny and Moreno music. For him to challenge and disrespect the concept of foundational blackism is not an insult, because he who owes me cannot insult me. It's rather pathetic and disappointing from somebody who should know better. But just like with Hulk Hogan, Roseanne, and so many others, I'm glad you said what you said. So we know where we stand with you. Now I'm waiting to see what chips fall on what side of that issue with other Latinos who are prominently propped up by our community. I suspect, based on the way most of them voted, well, you know. But think about this thing before I end this statement, Latino people. If you leave black people from this country out of the equation of everything you have, what would you have? Where are the Latino civil rights leaders in America? Where are they? What did they fight for? Think about it. No matter what you say, in this country, anybody who is not Caucasian owes every right they have, everything they built, to foundational black Americans.